Hi, Grammy. Hi, Papa. I'm going to read a book today that I think you remember. It's my turn to read it to you. Donald Duck's Toy Train. Here we have the interior. Gotta be careful with these pages. This is a first edition from 1950. Donald Duck had a new toy train in his backyard, and it was a beauty, too. Look at that train. It had a shiny black engine with a coal car behind, where Donald rode, because he was too big for the little engine's cab. Donald's train had a coach, a mail car, and a red caboose, though none of his friends could go inside, because it was a toy-sized train. There was a little station beside the track, Canyonville, the station sign said. And around the station a little village spread with houses and churches and stores. Only nobody lived there because it was too small, and that did seem too bad. One day, when Donald was laying some new train track, he came spang up against a great big tree. "This will have to go," said Donald Duck. "It's too big for my toy train." So he had the big tree moved away. Now up in that treetop was the cozy home of two chipmunks, Chip and Dale. They were away at the time, gathering nuts for their winter food. Soon they came back with great armloads of nuts and got ready to climb to their home. But what was this? The tree was gone! They could scarcely believe their eyes. In its place, Donald Duck had put a toy-sized tree, just the size for his little toy train. "But it's not big enough for a home for us," cried Chip. "No, sir," cried Dale. Well, this was a fix. Where could they live? The two chipmunks sat and thought, but it didn't get them anywhere. So they started slowly walking down the railroad tracks. Soon they came to the train where Donald had left it. "Looks like fun," said Chip. "Let's go for a ride," said Dale. So they hopped into the engine cab, which was just their size. They stoked up the little fire with a shovelful of coal, and away they chugged down the track. They roared through tunnels, uphill and down Dale. It was really a wonderful ride. Soon they came to the town, and they rang the engine bell and pulled on the brakes and stopped. It's quite a train, he said he's got out there. "Quite a town," said Chip. "Let's look around," said Dale. So they rattled the doors of the little stores, but no one was there to sell. They knocked on the doors of the little houses, but no one answered their knocks. One little door swung open at their touch, though, so Chip and Dale walked inside. That pretty little house had cozy little chairs, and lamps that lit, and tables and beds, all exactly chipmunk size. Chip and Dale tried the chairs and bounced on the beds. "Oh boy, this is living," they said. So they moved right in and made themselves at home. But not far away a danger marched. It was Donald Duck, and Donald Duck was mad! Someone had stolen his toy train. Up the track Donald marched and fumed. "Best toy train in the world," he fussed, "and it's probably wrecked by now. It isn't everyone can manage a real little train like that." Then he looked up and saw the train pulled at the station as neat as could be. "What's this?" he cried. "How? Who could it be?" Soon he found tiny little footprints near the engine cab and followed them through the town. Up and down the little streets they led him until they went right up to the door of the little house where the chipmunks had moved in. Aha! Donald thought. I've caught them at last. So he went to the window and he peeked in. Chip and Dale had cleaned that little house till it sparkled and it shone. Then, all tired out, they had curled themselves up for naps. Well, isn't that cute? Said Donald. What's more, they're just the right size. So Donald made friends with Chip and Dale. He delivered tiny bottles of milk to their door, and teeny loaves of bread. And he let them drive his fine toy train while he rode on the coach behind. It's much more fun, said Donald happily, to play with folks who are just the right size. The end.